Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. Today's video, I want to talk about a local coin shop owner who finds himself in some pretty hot water. Now that's one of the things that I kind of miss, or I don't have yet, is that relationship with a local coin shop owner. I always love seeing those videos on YouTube when people, go to the local coin shop and talk with the owner, and it's always great to hear the perspectives of the owner. But yeah, just for me, I don't have a local coin shop like that where it's small, family owned. And it's just, I don't have the time. I'm really busy. I don't have the time to actually physically go out there. I've been meaning to. I've been emailing a few people back and forth. But I find that a lot of the sites that I buy from, if I use this thing called e-transfers, basically it's just like a wire transfer up here in Canada, I'm basically paying the exact same price as if I were to physically be in the store for a lot of these places. So I've just been ordering it online. But I do intend to get to a local coin shop because, like I said, it is great to get a relationship with them because they can get you a good deal on things, and that's with buying and selling. If he sees a familiar face, someone that he's talk shop with a bit, if you've been spending a couple hours in there, if you've been buying stuff from them, just whatever it is, chopping it up with them and creating a relationship, you might get a little bit off of spot price when you're buying, or he might give you a little percentage more or a dollar more when you're trying to sell, as opposed to just some Joe Blow coming off the street who's looking to sell something one time and leave because he's inherited something. If he's seen a good customer and a loyal customer, then you might get some deals from him. Knowledgeable too. Obviously, these guys have a lot of knowledge, and also, if you're owning a local coin shop, they're going to have some very good counterfeiting, anti-counterfeiting technology. They'll definitely have the Sigmas. They'll have those big ones where it's like a microwave type thing. I'm not sure what they're called, but the anti-counterfeiting machines that are very, very expensive, and some people aren't going to be paying $1,000 just to authenticate the 5 ounces of silver they buy a month. So it is also a good place, and if you get in good with an owner, a good place to verify your metals if you're unsure about some things. But with that all being said, obviously, just like everywhere, there's going to be some bad apples. There's going to be some bad people, and unfortunately, the people of Utah found out about this one particular one who's received a 19-year prison sentence. And I'm going to jump onto the computer now, go over the article, and you'll see exactly why he went to jail. Okay, so this is the article here. It's on usnews.com. It says, was a coin salesman sentenced to 19 years for a silver Ponzi scheme. So just getting right into it down here. It says an antique coin salesman who pled guilty to money laundering and fraud charges stemming from 200 million silver trading scheme was sentenced to 19 years in prison on Tuesday in what federal judge called one of the largest Ponzi schemes in Utah history. So going on further here, the man's name is Galen Rust. And he pled guilty to soliciting funds at his family business, which is Rust Rare Coin, after a silver trading program and 4 years paying out money from new investors to old ones to create an impression that the investment was profitable and keep the scheme going. So yeah, your classic Ponzi scheme. It's interesting too because especially someone that's been family-owned business, must have a lot of return customers. You build up a lot of trust with people. So that's it's a $200 million scheme they were talking about. So he roped in a few people there, and obviously paying for it now with the 19 years in prison. He ultimately pled guilty to using the money to fund purchases including a $2 million home, race horses, and donations to various charities. So apparently it says there was no silver, said Assistant U.S. Attorney Jacob Strain. There was no trading, and there was no program. It was just taking money in and paying money out to investors to get the appearance of profitability. I'm always kind of fascinated with those type of people, the ones that have those big Ponzi schemes that go on, like Bernie Madoff, and we've heard the stories of these people that finally get caught. But man, the amount of confidence and just, being a complete sociopath, psychopath, just to look people in the eyes and telling them about all the fake stuff you're doing, all of these bogus fake returns that you're sending to investors, and saying, we're up 10%, you're guaranteeing like 7%, whatever it is. It just amazes me that these people, well, unfortunately, there's, they say a sucker born every minute. So there are a lot of people that are naive enough to listen to these people and get trapped in something like this where they lose quite a bit of money to a Ponzi scheme. So it's unfortunate for the people that are affected by it. And I'm not saying I'm amazed, like it's, I'm looking up to these people, but it is amazing the amount, like the type of person that's able to pull this off, because we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars in some cases, like this one. And just to be able to get this off the ground, to keep this running enough to make these huge purchases, homes, racehorses, all that stuff. It was going on for a long time, and obviously quite successful at what he was doing, which was defrauding people of money. So it's good that he's finally been caught and he will be going to prison. But it's just one of those things where it's not envy. I'm not looking up, like I said. It's just a very weird person and mindset that's can think of doing this, can think they'll be able to trick people, and then actually be able to pull it off to this extent. I'm not going to use the word impressive. It's quite something. And then going on, it says a court-appointed receiver is liquidating the Rust's assets. However, Fox 13 reports that it's unlikely Rust will be able to pay out the $153 million in court-ordered restitution. So yeah, this is a small article that was basically the entire thing. So if you want to read through the article yourself, you go ahead and do it. I just thought this was a pretty interesting article because the local coin shop owner, that's hopefully someone you can trust. That's, like I said in the intro, unfortunately, I don't have any small local coin shops that I frequent. I do mean to get out to some. It's just with how busy I am, it is kind of just easier to order online. But I would like to get a relationship going with a local coin shop owner, which is, it's good to get, in good with someone. They might give you some deals. They might hold stuff off to the side for you if they know that you're going to be coming in to pick it up later. So it's always good to get, a good relationship going with a local coin shop owner, or two. You don't just need to have one. But yeah, unfortunately in this situation, the local coin shop owner was preying on the people that entrusted him, and obviously made out with a lot of money, and it is now catching up to him with that 19-year prison sentence for that Ponzi scheme. There you go. There you have it. That was the article, and that's. Goes the way of most Ponzi schemes, where it eventually will fall apart. You're always banking on that new money coming in to cover any of the old money that's looking to cash out. And it catches up to you. There's going to be times, obviously we're living in uncertain times right now, financially and everything like that with what's been going on. So there's probably a lot of people looking to cash out when they're seeing stuff happening in the world. And it gets to that point with this guy. He just didn't have enough of that money floating around to move from place to place, and everything collapsed. So, he was able to live it up with that $2 million house and some racehorses. He was able to, to get some nice things with the money that he stole from investors. And now he's going to be paying the price. He's going to be in prison for the 19 years. And some people might think that's too harsh. Obviously he didn't murder anybody, but he did ruin a lot of people's lives. That's we're talking about numbers of like $200 million. So he did take a lot of people for a ride. And for that he does. I think he deserves the time that he got. Because it is a very terrible thing that he did, and I'm obviously glad that he got caught. And don't look at this story to say, I can't trust any local coin shop owners now because this one guy was a piece of garbage. That's not what I'm saying here. This was just an interesting article about this local coin shop owner who, as I said, took a bunch of people for a ride and is now paying the price with 19 years in prison. But let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you guys if you have a local coin shop you like to frequent, or one or two, and if you have that good relationship with an LCS owner who will hook you up on both ends, either the buying or the selling. Again, I don't have one personally yet, but I am always looking, and I said emailing as well with some people, and I will eventually get out to a few of these physical, family-owned shops, and maybe do a video or two there. But anyways, like I said, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.